Hey y'all! I hope everyone's having a great Memorial Day, enjoying this 3-day weekend. Well, I'm just gonna get on here and just share you a couple things that the Lord has really just spoke to me today. And yeah, we went running, and then we started doing this core, cardio core, and it was perfect because in the center of our life, Jesus is the core of our lives. He is that center. And today I was really just focusing on my core, the strength, my core strength for my, for stability and just all my fitness needs. Your core is just your basic, it's your basic strength. It's what holds firm. It holds. Once you tighten that core, your endurance, you're able to go longer and stronger, and you're capable of more, to do more. So I really was just trying to focus on my core, and while I was doing that, the Lord was just really just pouring out to me, just really in the book of John, and I was just like, whoa, okay. And then of course we went on the run, and he was really just speaking to me about in John 4:33 through 38, because through my circumstances, through all of this, tragedy that's went on in the past month, it's kind of like I felt like I was just like, okay, well, maybe, okay, exercises, I had too much things to worry about. My everything, my food habits, I was just like, let's just eat whatever, because right now I really just don't feel like it. I mean, it's just the enemy. And I was like, in the name of Jesus, you gotta go. We didn't know. So he was like, and I was like, Lord, this is not, no, Lord, this is not me. And it's kind of like I wanted to take a step back, and he grabbed me force, and he was like, Brooke, no, I placed you in the position with good, healthy people and habits, and you're going to do your work of calling, and you're not going to back down. And I didn't bring you this far to take you backwards. Those people and places are left there for a reason and a season, and this is your time for a blessing, and I need you to claim it and receive it. I said, okay, Lord, I claim that. He said, Brooke, you have prayed. I have taught you how to pray through this storm. And he did. Like, if you just listen, man, he'll give you the instructions of how to pray for it. Like, he was giving me the instruction to put the people in my life that needed to be there, and to take the people out that didn't need to be there, and to leave them. It's okay, love them, pray for them, but put them back on the back, and that's okay. And if they're not bringing you, joy and just in comfort and positive, then leave it alone, because God's going to put you in a surrounding that with people that really love you and that take care. And that's why it's so important to have those healthy habits in all, not just in food and fitness, but literally your whole life. Everything, healthy habits, everything, that's why it's so important. That's why I stress, find you a church, because that's healthy habits. Those people are healthy. And in today's society, we really need that. And I was like, okay, well, Lord, what am I used for? I asked, and I was like, Brooke, man, no, I have people, people stay in my inbox. Anyway, but they be like, Brooke, you just inspire me so much, your videos and your posts. And I'm just like, okay, how do I do it? But then he told me, Brooke, you are chosen. I chose you. And whenever I choose the ones, you are called to harvest. And I was like, okay, Lord. He said, and I gave you the tools for that fitness because you inspire people through that. And you are not to give up. I was like, yes, sir. And yeah, today we worked really hard. We running 7 miles today. We done did all kinds of stuff. The court, everything. And so, every part of life, there's just a season through it. And so and those times are some of the hardest times that we just want to give up. Do not endure. And those are the times you press harder to God. Be dependent on Him. Because those are the times that it may swipe everything away. And He is going to bring back 7 times 7 times 7. Like in the book of Job. Just is unbelievable. And so I'm going to read to you this is what he come to me today when we was running, and it would come through John 4:33 through 38. This, of course, made the disciples ask each other, do you think anyone has brought him any food? This is a time that he was reaching out to the woman at the well. With she had all those men, but in life, really, the woman at the well, she's so thirsty that it's anything that we could be thirsty for anything. We could be thirsty just for love, because we've been broken so many times that we're just like searching for anything just to fill our voids for. And Jesus, He's that well, so it's not just, she's, that book is just concerning a woman at the well with all her men problems. Well, yeah, she did. But you know what? Jesus didn't condemn her. He gave her the fresh water. And that's with any circumstance in life. It doesn't matter what situation, circumstance, or problem it is. He is the well that never runs dry. And that's what He was trying to tell me, Do not go backwards, Brooke. Do not press back to the people or the places that I have brought you from. I don't do that. I keep you going forward. Don't come thirsty. I am your well, Brooke. This is what you're going to drink from me. And this is your time to harvest in this position that you're at. Because I'm going to put you in places that you need to minister, and you need to demonstrate me to them. I was like, okay. And he said, this, of course, made the disciples ask each other, do you think anyone has brought him any food? That's the disciples. They're asking Jesus because they were concerned. But this is Jesus. He tells us don't worry about food or anything. That's going to come right now. This is a harvest time that you're going to work, and everything comes in the season. Jesus said to them, my food, this is His food, is doing the will of Him who sent me and finishing the work He has given me. That is Jesus' food. And so many times, we count on our circumstances because we're so scared, well, we have to have this job and we have to make this much amount of money and we have to do this because we ain't, our food and our wealth and our materialistic things, just everything in life, and Jesus is like, no, that's not your food. Your food, you get your food, you get your thirst and your hunger, you get it from me. Share me, love me, represent me everywhere you go. Put the full armor on me. Show me. That's your food. That is your food, and that is your water. That's your hunger, and that's your thirst. You will never lack anything. Don't you say 4 months more and then comes the harvest? Think about the farmers. They work 4 months out of a year or something like that, and they have to do all them harvesting them beans and stuff. So that's kind of what's go through here. But I tell you to open your eyes and look to the field. They are gleaming white, all ready to harvest. Those are lost people, lost souls out there. And Jesus is looking and just wanting people like us, people that just shine His light through. He's looking for us to harvest that field. to give his word, you know, regardless of where you're at in your circumstance. Regardless, it doesn't matter. Your work, your school, your job, the community. Share his love with someone. You're